Bonjour, today on Travelling Fabulously, I'm showing you Rue Oberkampf. That's right, where to stay in Paris, Rue Oberkampf. It's my top suggestion for a fabulous area to get an apartment and stay a couple of weeks in Paris, or even just a week, or even just a weekend. You can't go wrong if you're staying at Rue Oberkampf.
You know what I say, whatever you do it fabulously. So why don't you come and join me on this week's episode of Travelling Fabulously.
Bonjour, today on Travelling Fabulously, I'm showing you where to stay in Paris, Rue Oberkampf. If you want to be all hipster and trendy, it's a perfect place to stay. If you want to be young and happening, just right for you. But if you just want to feel like you're Parisian, well, then you have to stay here. So come on, let me show you why you should be staying in Rue Oberkampf. In between Canal Saint-Martin and Boulevard Molly-Mont. I really don't think I pronounced that correctly. I'll just go and check.
Nope, apparently it's Boulevard de Ménilmontant. Apparently.
Right, well, interesting that. Anyway, that's how you pronounce it properly. In between the two, Rue Oberkampf offers so much for anybody coming to visit Paris. If you're looking for an area to stay in Paris, one of the things you really need to check out for is, are you on a metro line that can take you places? You don't want to be changing metro lines every time you go somewhere. Can you walk easily to and from places? You don't want your trip to Paris being that you're only a walk away from, well, the nearest metro.
So, funnily enough, the best metro for Rue Oberkampf is, well, Oberkampf. There is a fantastic array of food stores for you on Rue Oberkampf. You can get some delicious roasted meats from Boucherie Oberkampf, or you could go to Le Jardin Fromageur, which has been on Rue Oberkampf for 19 years and offers a really great range of cheese, or as we say in French, fromage. You can do more than just food shopping on Rue Oberkampf. You can also get some family jewels, or just normal kinds of jewels, I'm sure, from À la Bougie Magique. You could buy a Star Wars head maybe, or an antique from the 50s, 60s and 70s at the many antique stores on the streets off Rue Oberkampf. There's fabulous flowers and a very unique soap shop. Oh, and men, you can even get a very hipster cut from the barber. There's a gorgeous little square you can go to and enjoy a delicious meal, I'm sure, in the streets just off Rue Oberkampf on Rue Jacquard and Rue Tournon. Actually, Rue Jacquard and Rue Oberkampf have a triangle, so to speak, of amazing bakeries. Chamberland, the French Bastards, which featured in my Best Pain au Chocolat video, and Anthem. So forget your diet and head here as soon as possible. I mean, really, who diets in Paris anyways? The architecture along the street is very interesting. It's a mixture of old, along with buildings that are built in the modern area of the 70s and 80s. This has meant the area is very eclectic. A guide once told me that especially up near Belleville area, that due to the many buildings not being looked after, when they were building the metro underneath some of these buildings, they collapsed. And that's why you see a lot of newer buildings next to very old ones. That might or might not be the case on Rue Oberkampf, but what it does do is it means that there's lots of different people living in this area, which makes for a really interesting place to go see. These different types of buildings also mean that it's a fantastic place for street art, and there is a lot of street art to be found on Rue Oberkampf. What a beautiful door this is. But have you ever seen these gold plaques on buildings in Paris and wondered what they are? They are a sign to note that a notaire is in this building. Basically, a notaire is a French lawyer.
Now remember, if you like this episode, press the like button. Share me around with your friends. I love to be shared around. And remember what I say, whatever you do it fabulously. And don't forget, subscribe to Fabulousness by hitting the subscribe button. Just either here or here. It's somewhere. It's like there or there. I can't remember. But you'll figure it out.
You might even feel like you were in New York City when on the corner of Rue Oberkampf and Avenue Parmeter. At Metro Parmeter, the Flatiron-looking building right behind the Metro really makes you feel like you might be, a New York City boy maybe. There are some great bars on the street like Udorami, and of course, Just off Rue Oberkampf on Rue Tonneau is the second venue for my favourite wine bar in Paris, Red Wine Bar. And this one they do brunch in. I just want to say, when I was out filming this video, I did not spend my day stalking firemen. Alright, maybe like I spent 5 minutes. It would have been longer if they were wearing shorts.
Another important thing to look at when you're choosing an area to stay in Paris is there good food options. You don't want to be out exploring all day and then coming back to your apartment or hotel room and finding that, look, there's nothing around you to eat. Or if it is, it's really bad and really expensive French food. Rue Oberkampf has so much to offer on that regards. There's so much great food here.
You've got Chez Mama, which is part of the Mama Primi group of restaurants in Paris. There's also Restaurant La Mère Poulie, which offers delicious roast chook meals. Cocotte for a wonderful breakfast or brunch that's a bit egg-themed. Café Charbon has been on the street since 1853, so it can't be that bad. In fact, it's quite good. Mama Roma is great for delicious Italian food that you can even take home. And Café Oberkampf is a great place to get some coffee. But Pierre Sang offers up delicious modern French food, which is my favourite. Whilst filming, I stumbled upon Aussie, or Aussie Cafe. The staff inside greeted me and I found out that they were actually Australian and live on the same street as I do now. So we are neighbours, so to speak. Chef and owner, though, is a charming young Frenchman whose mother is Australian. He has appeared twice on the French Top Chef series and has a fantastic cafe here with delicious food and really good valued coffee. Make sure you try the meat pie. It's amazing. I highly recommend Aussie Cafe. There are many cute little passageways off Rue Oberkampf for you to check out, as well as an amazing hidden street just through one of the buildings. Cité de Figuier translates as City of Fig Tree and is filled with ateliers, or workshops as we would say in English, and offices. Beware of the cats. They look like they're going to get you. And if you are visiting, make sure you do it quietly and respectfully. But I do highly recommend you go here.
YouTube says you should watch this video next. Lenny? Well, Lenny, are you interested? Apparently not. Great, but whatever you do, hit the subscribe button just here so you can subscribe to Fabulousness. That's what Lenny wants you to do. He wants you to subscribe to Fabulousness and watch me next week.